welcome to HWA Wrestling as we head toward the new year with no more invasion. We are seeing changes in the talent styles and matchups. Everyone trying to position themselves into the title picture. Just wondering what surprises we're in for today. I'm your host, Les Thatcher, and joining me today in the absence of Jim Cornette, A-Squad's manager and super sports agent, Brock Guffman.
Great to be here, Les, and yes, changes are coming to the HWA in the new year. Today, I have secured the services of that wild man Haku to team with the A-Squad so that we may move into a better position in the title race. Now, also tonight, you will see Steve Blackman returning to action, along with Jamie Knoble, Maven, Shannon Moore, Easy Money, Matt Styker, Shark Boy, and more. Now, here's Haas with the ring introductions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a singles match. Introducing first, in the ring, hailing from Strong Island, New York, Prime Time, and his opponent.
And Elix Skipper, the Prime Time. He said it's his house. We'll see. As the former HWA Cruiserweight Champion heads to the ring, Matt Styker looking for a big win here today on his way to get another shot at Jamie Knoble. Let's go to Haas for the introduction.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, he is Matt Styker!
All right, in our opening event here, Matt Styker against Primetime Elix Skipper. Two fine cruiserweights here, Brock Guffman.
And you have to wonder if Matt Styker's not looking past Elix Skipper right now. I mean, he's got his mindset on Helena. Helena left him. I mean, out with the old and in with the gold. That's what I say, Les.
Hey, very good. Very good. Right now, Skipper with a reversal into the waist lock. Let's see where we're going here. Styker breaks it, goes to the arm bar. Forearm by Elix, straightens Styker up. Reversal on the arm whip. Elix, pretty move by the Prime Time. And Matt Styker right on top of the situation. Throws a few right hands. Referee Joe Lopez calls for the break. We've got two guys that can fly. Styker maybe a little tougher on the mat, but oh, look at there, the bridge right out. And look at Styker. Surprise for Prime Time.
I think Matt Styker needs some anger management classes.
Anger management?
Yes.
Man, I think I'd be angry too if somebody took my woman, my title belt, and.
But what Helena Heavenly and Jamie Knoble have is love, Les Thatcher.
Love?
I mean, do you know the outfit that she's wearing tonight? Jamie Knoble had his daddy drive to 5 Cracker Barrels to pick that out. That's love, Les.
5 Oh, all right. Well, we can't wait to see that fashion statement. Beautiful bottom wrist lock turned into an arm bar now by Styker, and we're seeing some good wrestling out of both these guys. Skipper tends to open up and cut the corners, but he's wrestling Styker move for move, pushes him in for the roll-up. Skip rolls through. Styker makes a charge and catches the leg right across the face. Down goes Matt Styker.
It wasn't a charge for very long.
You know, we've mentioned that upcoming new year without the invasion, we're seeing a lot of changes, a lot of things going on, and you don't know who's teaming with who's going to be wrestling who. As a matter of fact, looking at your situation, who would have ever thought Haku would be teaming with the Jabronski?
Or, well, you know what? You have to do certain things. It is about the win. It's about what you get in the win column. It is about the titles here in the HWA. I'm going to do anything that it takes, Les Thatcher, to get my gentlemen into that title picture.
I understand that. Of course, HWA will be kicking off the new year. You know, every Tuesday night, the HWA Showcase at Les Thatcher Main Event Pro Wrestling Camp in the Woodlawn section of Cincinnati. And of course, Wednesday, January the 9th, we return to Dayton, Ohio, the Fairgrounds Coliseum, Montgomery County Fairgrounds. Saturday, January the 12th, we're back with a big HWA card at the Red Barn Flea Market in Batavia, Ohio. Look at this. Skipper trying to get a submission, but could not do it. Styker on defense now as Elix Skipper is back in this offensively and strong. Styker shoots a little right hand in there. Skip moves right back on him. Another right hand staggers Elix. And another right hand by Styker. Going for Russian leg sweep. And down goes Skipper. This one's been pretty even Steven up to this point, Brock.
It has been even Steven, but you know, I still like Elix Skipper in this one. I think that he's going to come out.
Well, you know, I never count Skipper out. Not until that bell is rung, nor Styker for that matter. And a 2 count by Styker with a little backbreaker. But I don't think it's going to take it more than that to put Skipper away. A chop by Styker. Straightens Elix up. That one rocks him. Block. And Elix. Whoa!
Beautiful move.
Yes. Styker kicking out on 2, and Skip gets one in. Skipper is in this one and a man possessed. A lot of good wrestling here on the HWA in this opening match. Power slam, and he gets a 2 count. Both men coming up slowly now. Skipper, see where he's going with it. Oh, blocked by Styker, takes him up. Skipper blocks that move. Whoa. Full Nelson suplex and gets a 2 count. Go ahead.
Absolutely, both these guys are doing absolutely everything. They know exactly what that cruiserweight title means here in the HWA. Both giving absolutely their all. Here's Styker with it. He's got. And that's
he gets the 3 count. Matt Styker comes up your winner over Elix Skipper. Wait a minute, Val Venis out into the arena now. Val walks up to ringside. I'm not sure what he's out for. Steve Bradley out. And man, I don't know. I think I'm seeing a stare down here, and I'm not really sure why, Brock Guffman. But what is this about? Venis out, Bradley out. They're looking Styker over. He's staring back, and I'm not really sure what this is all about. Matt Styker comes up your winner over Elix Skipper in our opening round. We'll be back with 6-man tag team action right after this. All right, we're rolling. We're back with 6-man tag team action. Shark Boy, Nigel McGuinness, Steve Blackman, the Lethal Weapon in the ring. And joining me to call the action, my good friend and a great star in this business, Dean Malenko.
How you doing, Les?
I'm doing good, Dean. We're going to get the ring introduction from Haas right
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. It is a 6-man tag. Introducing first, in the ring, hailing from 20,000 leagues under the sea, Shark Boy! And from London, England, Nigel McGuinness! And hailing from Anvil, Pennsylvania, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman! And their opponents.
Blackman, McGuinness, and Shark Boy. And the 2 younger gentlemen got a good veteran to lead them in here. And you hear the music now of their opponents. It is accompanied by their manager, Super Sports agent, Brock Guffman, Dean the Dream, Chet the Jet, Jabronski's along with Haku. And this should be quite a competition with these 6 going at it in there. Let's go to Haas for the introduction.
Coming to the ring, hailing from Buffalo, New York, with their manager, Brock Guffman, Chet the Jet, Dean the Dream, the Jabronski brothers, and their partner, hailing from the Kingdom of Tonga, Haku!
All right, Haku, the Jabronski brothers against Blackman, McGuinness, and Shark Boy. Dean, what do you think this matchup looked like to you?
Well, I can tell you one thing. The Jabronski brothers are probably the 2 smartest guys in the ring right now, knowing that they got Haku on their side. But I definitely wouldn't want to be on the other side looking at them.
I hear you. Yes, sir. One of the toughest guys in this or any other sport for that matter. And right, let's see, McGuinness is going to start. The young Englishman out. Just came off a successful tour of his homeland. Goes for the arm bar, brings the arm into an arm bar on Chet Jabronski. Jabronski goes for the reversal. Oh, some Regal-like moves here, Dean.
It looks like both competitors are going back and forth with the arm, trying to establish something.
Of course, a veteran like you or I, you watch these young guys, you let them burn up a little bit of excess energy, right? Then look for the mistake and take advantage.
Yeah, any good professional is going to try to capitalize on one man's mistake.
Now here's a guy who doesn't make a lot of mistakes, Steve Blackman. Jabronski shoots him in. Blackman rolls through, goes for the kick. Jabronski ducks it, but Blackman cuts him down, shoots him in, drop kick into the back, and down goes Jabronski. Blackman, with a combination of the martial arts and the catch-as-catch-can style of wrestling, Dean, makes him doubly tough.
Yeah, Steve's got so many different movements with his legs. It's really hard to figure out where he's coming from sometimes in the ring. But he's got that perfected. He's got a lot of years of experience in this ring.
He certainly does. Of course, now Shark Boy, a cruiserweight, and that has been a division that you have dominated for many years. I know you enjoy watching these young cruiserweights.
Yeah, I'll tell you, with some of the competitors that are out there now, I'm glad I'm sitting up here with you and not in the ring.
Oh,
and this is one of the reasons why.
Yes. Man, if that 300-pound elbow had caught the Shark, he might have turned into a tuna. But it goes to show that a cruiserweight can take the bigger man down as he goes to work on that leg. But Haku right back on his feet, and I don't think Shark's going to do much damage with the punches on the big man.
What he really needs to stay away from is trying to go power to power with somebody like Haku.
Absolutely. Oh, power bomb. Split leg by Haku. And I don't know, I felt that one all the way up here. Okay, Dean Jabronski moves in. Of course, Dean Malenko, we're talking about cruiserweights. One of your students, if you will, is our cruiserweight champion, and that is Jamie Knoble.
Yeah, Jamie's one heck of a performer. I really enjoy watching guys that I was able to give a little bit of my knowledge to and see these guys really go full steam ahead in the wrestling industry. Jamie's got nothing but good things ahead of him.
Absolutely, I would agree with you. A tough young competitor. Right now, Jabronski trying to shut Shark Boy down, still in this battle. Jabronski's with a double suplex. Shark right back up. Yep, got that neck breaker, caught it on the fly. Double tag. Here comes Dean Jabronski and Steve Blackman. Whoa, down goes Jabronski. I am always so impressed with Blackman's speed and agility for a man his size, Dean.
Yeah, Steve's one of those guys that 24/7, all day long, is always constantly working out, always training, always in the best shape he possibly can be in.
Yes, this guy, you're right, he's a wrestling machine. McGuinness with the elbow off the second rope. Hip block by Blackman with McGuinness. Some teamwork here. Because these guys had never teamed before. Look here, Jabronski drops that leg. Wait a minute, referee, did you miss something? Yes, I think you did. But referee David Hopp makes the count nonetheless. With an assist from Jabronski, Dean Jabronski makes the pin on Nigel McGuinness. So the A squad, with the help of Haku, comes up the victor, and I'm sure Brock Gutman must be happy. But I think the young Englishman made a good account of himself.
Yeah, I think somebody got a little lucky here in this match.
I would not disagree. Your winners, the A squad and Haku over Shark Boy. Nigel McGuinness and Steve Blackman will be back with more six-man tag team action right after this. We're back. We had a great six-man tag team in the last segment. Look up here, Ray Steele, Val Venis, and Steve Bradley. They're getting ready for six-man tag team action. Let's go to Haas for the introduction.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a six-man tag team match. Introducing first, hailing from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Ray Steele. And from the Combat Zone in downtown Boston, Massachusetts, who's your daddy, Steve Bradley. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Big Valboski, Val Venis. And their opponents.
And I would say that these three guys are three of the toughest, solid wrestlers in the HWA right now. But coming to the ring, two of the very biggest, the Island Boys, and they're accompanied by the Ice Cream Man, Tony B. How do you handle these 400-pounders, Dean?
You run.
That's too simple. Can you get a little more complicated?
You're right, that is too simple.
One of a kind, I'm like a diamond in the mine. Brush off the dirt and watch hard you got shine. Mama Boo, Mama Bob, Mama Grandpa Bob. Alamo, Dottie X, and the Lord Jamal.
Hailing from Dayton, Ohio, he is the Ice Cream Man, Tony B. And from the island of Samoa, OG Ekmo and Chemo, the Island Boys.
Wow, we have got 6 of the finest talents, young talents in this business today in that ring right now. You know, we talk about the future of this industry. It looks pretty solid from what I see here, Dean.
I don't think there's any more room in the ring for anybody else. I don't think there's any room in the ring for anybody else.
No, I don't think so. In fact, the referee might want to get out. Let's see if Ray Steele out for his team and Chemo out for his. Well, let's see if Steele's mat techniques can outdo the power and the movement for a guy of over 400 pounds of Chemo of the Island Boys.
You know, these two guys look like a whole island amongst themselves.
Maybe they are. I'll tell you what, these guys move well for their size, too. That's the biggest thing. Chemo puts him back in the corner and opens up with the right hands. Shoots Steele cross ring. Steele up and over. Off the rope. Goes for the clothesline. Chemo spins him. Out of a slam, drives him, or out of a full Nelson, drives him straight down, face first.
That's a pretty looking move.
Yes, it is. Pretty vicious looking. Ice Cream. Tony B takes the tag. Boot to the midsection to Ray Steele. Throws the right hand. Loops another one in there. Tony B on the reversal of the whip. Bradley. Cross body by Ice Cream. Bradley kicks out. Bradley got him on the blind tag. Thought he might get an advantage, but Ice Cream hit him with that cross body. Elbow by Ice Cream.
You know, I never thought in a million years, for one, that I'd be sitting up here at less stature. 2, that I'd be hearing less stature be screaming Ice Cream. I guess you scream, I scream, we all scream
For ice cream, exactly. I remember when you were a little boy, you used to scream for ice cream.
Is there a commercial coming up?
We got to quit talking about ice cream. Val Venis in on the tag. It goes to work on Tony B. Drops him with the suplex.
I'll tell you, Val Venis is one of those guys that really impresses me. I know he impresses you too, Les. If I was a coach of a team, he'd be the first player I'd go for. His work ethic, his desires, determination. He gives you 110% every single time he's in that ring.
You're absolutely right. This guy exemplifies a good professional wrestler in every category. Nice block by Tony B. Got Val over on the short ride, but Tony can't take advantage of it as he has been hurt. Look there, Venis, good block, and that's good tag team psychology.
Yes, it is. Blocking his opponent from trying to get to the other side and make that tag.
When you watch this, you remember a lot of the times you and Brother Joe wrestled as a team on your Japanese tours.
Yeah, I miss those days a lot, but I'm glad I'm sitting up here.
Look at here, Eki slams Ray Steele, drops Val Venis. Bradley on the outside, and might be wise to stay there. Ekmo, watch this now. He's going to drive their heads together. Staggers both these big guys. Wait a minute, Bradley grabs Eki by the ankle. Oh, and a double clothesline turned him upside down. And look at this, Dean. Not much teamwork here, just a brawl, basically.
No, it's definitely 3 against 1.
Venis now going to work. Looks like they're going to isolate the arm of OG Ekmo. And you know, if there's any guys in the HWA that have a combination of experience, size, and mat techniques that might be able to take out the Island Boys, it would be any 2 of the 3, I think, in the opposite corner today.
Yeah, you got a point there. Both Bradley, Val Venis, and Ray Steele, they all got great mat skills, great wrestling knowledge, and if anybody could take the Island Boys out, and Ice Cream for that matter, these 3 gentlemen could do it.
Right now, Steele with that arm, and they're staying on it.
Actually, I like to take Ice Cream out just to get a shake.
Well, you know, if I'd have known you were wanting some ice cream, we could have had you at ringside. He passes out ice cream to the kids. Whoa! Eki misses with the drive. Bradley kicks him in that shoulder, turns him over with it, and Ekmo in trouble now, and he needs to make that tag. To watch Bradley, Venis, and Race have kept him on their half of the ring. Eki trying to get him up for that Samoan slam, but couldn't do it. The arm game out on him, Dean.
I finally nailed one in there.
Yeah, Bradley, I think, thought he had something going, went for it the second time, but Eki powered through it, but he is still in pain and he's hurting. Let's see if he's going to make the tag. He does. Tony B catches the tag. Ray Steele catches the clothesline. Down goes Bradley, drop kick the Val, and the Ice Cream Man, Tony B, on fire now. Race reverses the whip. Ice Cream hits him with that spinning forearm. Power slam. Venis in for the save. Chemo comes in and shuts Venis down. And man, what power behind those right hands of Chemo. Dean, we've got a lot of confusion going on here.
There's bodies flying all over the place.
Ekmo with that super kick to Bradley. He's on the outside. Chemo down with Val Venis. Arm whip reversed by Ray Steele. It goes to the flying block, which he got on Bradley earlier. There's Steele with that spinning.
This looks like it's it.
And he got him. He got him. Ray Steele pulls it out for the team of Venis, Steele, and Bradley over the tough combination of the Island Boys and Ice Cream. Tony B. And man, I don't know. It could have gone either way here, Dean, but it was a smart move. Bradley, Venis isolated the bigger guys, and they were able to take out the less experienced of the three.
Yeah, I think Ray Steele got real fortunate because the other four gentlemen were on the outside of the ring apron at that point and just left two guys in the ring. He was able to capitalize on Ice Cream's mistake.
Absolutely. Dean, appreciate you joining us for a couple matches. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be back to talk to Maven Huffman from Tough Enough on Hangin' With. Welcome to another Hang With segment. Today I want to introduce to you the young man who was the first ever winner of the WWF MTV Tough Enough competition, Mr. Maven Huffman. Welcome to the HWA, Maven.
Thank you, Les. It's my pleasure to be here.
And let's give a little bit of your background. You're from Oregon, and you're a former school teacher.
I am from Oregon, originally from Virginia. Moved out to Oregon 3 years ago. Was a sixth grade school teacher for the past 2.5 years, where I taught math, social studies, and science.
So you are a thinking man. I always tell everybody this is a thinking man's business. You obviously are one of those.
I'd like to think so.
All right. A little bit of your athletic background as far as high school and college.
I played high school baseball and football, and then after high school, I moved on to college baseball, and then after that, I played a little semi-pro baseball.
All right, so you're used to being structured in the athletic endeavor then. When you first saw the Tough Enough advertisement, you say, this is for me, this is my calling?
Actually, when I first saw the advertisement for Tough Enough, I was very, very hesitant on signing up. I didn't think it would be for me. I was interested in pursuing wrestling schools, but after I got done with teaching. And a couple of buddies talked me into sending in a tape, and I'm here today. The rest is history, they say. When you got to that tryout, several hundred people there, do you think, wow, I'm going to get lost in the shuffle? Absolutely. I mean, I walked in, and if I wouldn't have flew 3,000 miles from Oregon, I would have left. I didn't think I had a chance in the world when I walked in and saw all the competition that was there. Wow, you know, we don't have enough time on this segment to talk about all your emotions that must have gone through you during your weeks at the tracks. But I know between Taz and the gentleman trainer, my friend Al Snow, who keeps his temper very well hidden on television, I might add, you must have had some tough duty. It was tough, but it was wonderful experience. I thank the Lord every day for the opportunity I had. A lot of hard work, but and of course you got a chance very early to get a match on SmackDown, of course, with one of your trainers, but nonetheless, a lot of pressure involved in stepping out in that ring in front of 15,000 people. Yeah, it was probably the most nervous experience of my entire life. I played sports my whole life, and that right there was the scariest I've ever been. An adrenaline rush, you didn't know whether to run and hide, or you wanted to go out there and bask in what you were hearing as well. Sure. Well, I didn't want to run and hide. I definitely wanted to try to take it all in and try to enjoy it as much as possible, because you never know if you're ever going to have that opportunity again. Taz wasn't going to cut you any breaks either, was he? Absolutely not. He told me he wasn't, and I didn't expect any. Now you're in the HWA.
getting ready to go to the next level. This is, we might as well say this is, you mentioned minor league baseball, this is like AAA. If you're looking at baseball, and of course the level above here is the big dance, WWF. But there's a lot of guys here that have sweated and toiled and worked at this for several years longer than yourself. So you and I have talked about this before. There's going to be some attitudes, and you're going to have to break down some barriers.
Absolutely. I'm here to work hard. I understand the competition here is tremendous. I mean, my first day of practice last week, I was amazed at just watching those guys get in the ring. I have a lot to learn.
The intensity level's up, and of course, I'm sure you're going to, be able to meet that challenge. But it's a learning experience, but you're going to have to fight off some very, very tough competition on your way up. So it's almost double duty for you.
It is, and coming into here, I knew that. I knew that I was going to have a lot of people probably be mad and not like me. But nothing in life worth having is given to you and easily. So I'm expecting it.
So you're willing to put your nose to the grindstone, dig in, and do whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
All right, we want to wish you the best of luck. And that's been our Hangin' With segment with Maven Huffman today. All right, we're back. And of course, you just saw Maven Huffman on our Hangin' With segment, and he's going to wrestle the man you see in the ring, Lash LeRoux. Let's go to Haas for the introduction.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a singles match. Introducing first, in the ring, hailing from the LeRoux Bayou in Lafayette, Louisiana, the Raging Cajun, Lash LeRoux! And his opponent.
I would have told you something. The Ayatollah of Shrimp Criolla. And you know what? Maven Huffman's coming to the ring. His first start on HWA TV. Brock, he's got a tough opponent in Lash LeRoux.
That's right. He's not going to be in there with any MTV watching teenagers this time. He's in there with a cagey veteran known as Lash LeRoux.
He hails from Chantilly, Virginia. He's the winner of MTV's Tough Enough, Maven!
Looks like Lash is sizing him up. And listen to the fans. They're trying to give this young man support. And of course, he's got to be a little nervous, as he said to me on Hangin' With. He was excited. Wait a minute. The referee goes out. Kaz Hayashi, Johnny the Bull. What's going on here?
I think it's a welcoming committee, Les.
It's something, I think, but I'm not. Whoa. 3-on-1. Is this about welcome to the HWA? Look, he drops Kaz. Bull comes in. Lash and Bull behind him. Man, oh man, if this is indoctrination time, I don't want any part of it. Ducks the double clothesline of his own. Maven up. Maven, this is not the time to be dancing, brother. Whoa, Kaz takes him out with the drop kick to the leg. Brock. I don't know if this is a welcoming committee. I'd rather not be well liked.
I'm sure Maven wishes they brought a fruit basket right now. I mean, here he was, had that cushy little position in between Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera videos. Now he's in the HWA.
Now he's getting three tough characters pounding on him. Kaz going to the top. What's going on here? Lash sets him up, drops him. Hayashi heads south, and Maven has been dropped by these three. Man, oh man.
I think we're seeing the debut and retirement of one Maven Huffman.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say. Wait a minute, Bull's going to talk.
Maven, 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 Maven. You think you're going to walk up in here with 14 weeks of training up under your belt, walk up into the HWA and wrestle a seasoned veteran like my friend Lash LeRoux over here?
That's true, Les. It was only 14.
Forget about it. It ain't happening. You're going to have to start paying your dues, and it starts tonight. You ever heard of that saying, you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready? Well, get ready, son, because I'm ready. Welcome to the HWA.
Bull says get ready because he is. And man, you talk about a wake-up call. Maven Huffman, his first television appearance in the HWA, has been sent a message by the veterans in this league, and it's not welcome.
Well, they just saved it. They saved him a match with Lash LeRoux. I mean, do you know how painful that would have been?
Well, I don't know what one-on-one he would have had at least a chance, Brock Guffman, to have done something right now. Referee Joe Copez back in the ring, getting ready to help Maven up.
I can't even believe this guy's still moving.
He's coming up. He's game. He's got what?
Whoa.
He pushed the. He wants. Is he tough enough? We don't know, but at least he wants to try to stand on his own 2 feet. Maven Huffman, welcome aboard.
How's he still moving?
We'll be back with more wrestling action right after this. All right, we're back and ready for some cruiserweight action in the ring. Shannon Moore ready to do battle with the HWA Cruiserweight Champion, Jamie Knoble. Let's go for the introductions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the HWA Cruiserweight title. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Cameron, North Carolina, Shannon Moore.
Shannon
his
Moore, a
opponent.
tough little cruiserweight, and he'll be facing, of course, the HWA champion. Coming out now along with his lady, Miss Helena Heavenly, Jamie Knoble, the HWA champ. And should we change her name to Daisy May?
No, not to. Let's just shouldn't make it. Look at this. These are two people in love. Look at that. Look at that, Les. I haven't seen that kind of love pouring out. I feel a lot of love in this room right now.
All right, well, let's go to Haas for his review.
Coming to the ring, hailing from West Melbourne, West Virginia, with Helena Heavenly, he is the HWA Cruiserweight Champion, the Redneck Messiah, Jamie, my God, Knoble.
Jamie, by God Knoble, the Redneck Messiah and Cruiserweight Champion. And he's got a lot of guys hunting for his head, a lot of good cruiserweights. Shannon Moore would be one of them. Nice reversal. Drop toe hold by Knoble. Floats over. Front face lock. Switched into a hammer lock. And we're seeing some great mat action here, Brock.
Absolutely. Shannon Moore's got his hands cut out for him. You know, I know a lot of people say that Helena Heavenly is a distraction out there, that her beauty actually causes the opponent to be distracted. But, you know, so Shannon Moore, I mean, if he catches a glimpse of Helena, he may be in a lot of trouble.
Would this be like being turned to stone? What was it? There was that old Greek mythology. I can't think. Anyway.
We're talking love story, not Clash of the Titans.
Okay. Well, I talk about the big distraction with her is when she grabs these guys, hits them low blows with championship belts, as I've seen her do on several occasions.
Oh, it's just because she can feel their eyes just gazing right through her. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Thanks.
Trying to get him back into the match.
I appreciate you breaking that down for me, Brock. And of course, we do want to remind you fans that coming back, HWA kicks off the new year in January. We'll start with every Tuesday night HWA showcase at Les Thatcher Main Event Pro Wrestling Camp in the Woodlawn section of Cincinnati. Bell time 7 p.m. And on Wednesday, January the 9th, the HWA returns to Dayton's Montgomery County Fairgrounds Coliseum with a great card. Saturday, January the 12th, a big HWA card in Batavia, Ohio at the Red Barn Flea Market. And that's every other Saturday night through the new year. In late January, HWA will be a part of a fundraiser for Cincinnati's Teen Response. Details on that coming up later.
HWA is all over, just like Jamie Knoble is all over Shannon Moore, Les.
But Shannon Moore's back in this battle. You know, Jamie Knoble is a tough standalone champion, but with the addition of Helena Heavenly. Look here, Moore maybe getting him a pin out of this. No, a 2 count. I think Helena Heavenly is more than a distraction here, Brock Guffman.
Well, of course she is. I mean, look at her. I'm distracted.
You're distracted.
Absolutely.
And you're seeing her from the backside.
I just realized there's a match going on.
All right. A form of surfboard by Jamie Knoble. And of course, his mentor, his teacher, was up here doing color for us just a little earlier, Dean Malenko. So you know that Jamie Knoble has a thorough knowledge of good catch-as-catch-can style mat wrestling. chain style wrestling. And right now he's going to need it all against young Shannon Moore. Knoble with a boot to the midsection. Reverse of the whip by Moore. The boot stops Shannon.
Oh.
Shannon with a good spinning leg kick. Drops Knoble, shoots him off. Drop kick. And man, we might be seeing a win here for Shannon Moore, Brock.
I'm not taking it away from Shannon Moore. He's a fierce competitor. See, look at that. There's Helena trying to get Shannon Moore back in the match. Look at Shannon Moore looking at her.
Looking at her, he was trying to get free of her. If being mugged by her means that you're hot for her, then I would assume a lot of guys are. Elbow by Shannon Moore. He's going topside. Oh! Whoa! 2 counts. Jamie Knoble kicks out.
Shannon Moore getting a little upset. He thought that was a 3 count.
Knoble with a boot to the midsection. Moore reverses out of the front face lock, switches in behind. Knoble goes behind him. Moore stops him with the knee to the midsection. Man, oh man, some great action. He gets the 3 count with the assist of the bottom rope, but without the assist of Helena Heavenly.
I dropped my paper. I didn't see that. What happened? I saw
Your
I saw him
champion
roll
was
up.
hanging on. Wait a minute. Val Venis back out again. As though almost a scouting cruiserweights tonight. He was out during Elix Skipper and Matt Styker's match. And Bradley back out with him. And look at this. There is a stare down here. I thought I might imagine it was Styker, but the definite stare down here. And then Venis turns his back, walks away. Bradley shrugs his shoulders and walks off. Man, I'm not really sure what this is all about. But nonetheless, Cruiserweight champion Jamie Knoble comes up the winner over Shannon Moore. And our big 6-man main event, Easy Money, Mike Sanders and Lance Cade against Dlo Brown, Charlie Haas, and Cody Hawk comes up next after these commercial messages. All right, we're back and ready for our main event, 6-man tag team action in the ring. Mike Sanders, Lance Cade, and the HWA Heavyweight Kingpin, Easy Money.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is a 6-man tag team match. Introducing first, hailing from Marietta, Georgia, above average, Mike Sanders. And from San Antonio, Texas, Lance Cade. And hailing from Atlantic City, New Jersey, the undisputed HWA Heavyweight Champion, he is Easy Money.
And nobody loves Easy Money more
their
than Easy
opponent.
Money.
Well, you know what? Did you hear what he said? Undisputed. A lot of people might say Easy Money used tactics, is unbecoming a professional wrestler. I say he is the HWA Heavyweight Champion.
He is indeed, and the 3 men coming to the ring, 2 former HWA singles champions, and Dlo Brown, the first ever, and Cody Hawk teaming with Charlie Haas. These 6 men have a history. We'll talk about that later. But right now, let's go to Haas.
Hailing from Edmond, Oklahoma, Charlie Haas. And from Malibu Beach, California, the surfer, Cody Hawk. And from Chicago, Illinois, Dlo Brown.
And as I mentioned, what a history these 6 have. Easy Money has been battling with Dlo over the heavyweight title, and the other 4 have just been battling, basically.
All these guys have a history. Money has been a tough champion, and the wars with Dlo have definitely been memorable, but Easy Money has always been able to come out on top.
He has hung on to the belt. I won't say always within the rules, but nonetheless. And of course, Lance Cade, the former tag team partner of both Cody Hawk and Charlie Haas, turned on these guys, teamed up with Mike Sanders, who is not only his tag team partner on occasion, but his mentor. I won't say manager because it's not exactly that. And of course, Dlo wants to recapture that heavyweight title. If you remember the history, Dlo went down to the wire with Easy Money in the tournament, only to have it basically stolen from him, and while he was injured. And of course, Mike Sanders was a part of that. Charlie Haas former college outstanding amateur wrestler. Pretty arm drag, gets deep on it as he hooks Money. As Easy comes in, thought it was going to be easy, and Charlie says otherwise.
I'm surprised Lance Cade didn't want to stay in there and just, beat the hell out of Charlie Haas. He's been wanting to get his hands on him for a long time.
Well, you know what? Sanders and Cade just can't seem to shake. Hawk and Haas, Charlie and Cody just keep bouncing back no matter what. Sanders and Cade feed him. Whoa! Drop kick into the side of the head. Mike Sanders made the save. Look at there. No tag on that one, but Sanders stays in, loops those right hands into Charlie Haas. Haas reverses the whip. Hip blocks Mike Sanders. Drop kick. And it looks like the team of Haas, Hawk, and Brown are back in business.
Mike Sanders definitely does need to make a tag. Or actually, he might take it on his own. No, Cody Hawk reverses. Oh, beautiful, Mike Sanders. Oh, but he turned around into that, Les.
Rides in like the surfboard.
How is there surfing in Ohio and Kentucky? Where do you surf in
Look
Ohio
at here.
and Kentucky?
Blocks the hip block, tries for the backslide, ducks the clothesline. Elbows by Sanders, 2, 3 elbows. Sanders ducks the clothesline. What's he going for? Neck breaker? He hits it. And that stops Cody Hawk. Taking the offense away is Sanders. So let's see if he can capitalize on that. It looks like he's taking Hawk into the corner. And if they keep him there, Cody's team is in trouble, Brock.
Most definitely in trouble. Lance Cade. Lance Cade's always also wanted a piece of Cody Hawk for a long time.
And man, I mentioned at the top of this program, as we go into the new year, you don't know what's going to happen 1 minute to the next. Friends against friend, former partner against partner. I see you guys come out here with Haku in your corner. Then I see Val Venis and Bradley out scouting Striker and Skipper's match. Then he's out with Knoble and Moore. I'm not sure what that's all about. Man, the new year should bring a lot of surprises for us, Brock.
Everyone's starting their New Year's resolutions a little early, or maybe it is New Year revolutions.
Look at here. Look at here. Sanders trying to be a launching pad for Lance Cade and ended up almost getting pinned by Cody Hawk. Easy Money takes the tag. He moves in and goes to work, putting the boots to Cody Hawk. And right now, Cody needs to break free and make the tag, either Charlie Haas or Dlo Brown. Dlo has yet to get in on offense, and I'm sure he's chafing at the bit, more than ready, Brock.
You got to say that the tag team of Lance Cade, Mike Sanders, Easy Money definitely are working more as a team than the others.
Well, at least they're on top of the situation. Of course, it's taking a couple double teams to get them there.
I don't think Charlie Haas and Dlo want to get in. I think they've seen the beating that they've been, look at the beating Cody Hawk has taken.
Come on, Brock. Right now, Cody needs to make that tag, but Money tags Lance Cade. And I've got to agree with the team of Cade, Sanders, and Money have been switching in and out almost effortlessly and maintaining that offensive advantage.
They have totally been able to cut that ring in half, which is exactly what you need to do in situations like this.
You're absolutely right, and they've been able to do it successfully up to this point. Cody needs some way, shape, or form to get out, make that tag, get a fresh partner in, and Charlie's already seen action. Like I say, let's go. If he can make that tag to Dlo, it could turn this one around.
Cody's been in there far too long. I don't think he's got anything left inside of him.
He's still moving, and as long as he's moving, there is hope for his combination. Money with a chin lock. Right now, more in a way of taunting Cody Hawk. He has been worn down, trying to drag himself into the corner. Money shoots him head first into that top turnbuckle. Cody reverses the arm whip. Money tries to go up and over, but Cody hooks him and drops him face first. Now, Cody Hawk needs to make that tag. Can he do it? Let's see.
Both men down. Both men in desperate need of making the tag. Both men do.
Dlo Brown, and Lance Cade is dropped by Brown. Dlo drops him again. Lance up. Dlo shoots him in, takes him up on the backdrop. Mike Sanders makes an appearance, catches a leg whip for his trouble. Elbow goes to easy money.
Dlo Brown has gone crazy out there. We need security.
Security, you just got what you got to help they're going to get. The two partners come in. Charlie Haas take it to the outside. Money and Cody Hawk out on that side. Let's see what's going to happen here. Whoa, Charlie driven into the concrete post in the middle of Davis Arena. Sky high by Dlo. Look here. Briscoe, the referee, pulled out by Mike Sanders. Dlo comes up. Wait a minute, Dlo, you need to turn around. Money with a chair. Briscoe didn't see it. It's Briscoe. Wait a minute. 1, 2, and 3.
You know, if the ref sees it, it never happened, Les.
Man, oh man, oh man. The winners, Lance Cade, Easy Money, and Mike Sanders.
Once again, Easy Money has been able to stab Dlo Brown in the back
Oh man.
and help Lance Cade get that win.
You're absolutely right, and it appears that Mike Sanders' little clique is getting stronger. The tag and cruiser scene heats up, and it's still anybody's guess who will be the top dogs when we head into the new year.
Your guess is as good as mine, but I can't wait to see it.
All right, there you have it. Another great HWA card. Join us again next week for more HWA Wrestling. Welcome to HWA Wrestling. I'm Les Thatcher along with Jim Cornette. And today's program will be a memorial show. I normally don't read prepared statements, but I feel because to keep my composure, I must do that today. I want to tell you on the morning of December the 15th, one of the HWA and pro wrestling's brightest stars left us. He passed away in his sleep, the victim of an apparent heart attack. Russ Haas, age 27. Has been taken from his mother and his father, his brother Charlie, and his wife Deidre. And Russ was laid to rest in Houston, Texas on December the 19th. I feel so fortunate to have had the opportunity to get to know Russ and the chance to have coached him. After suffering a heart attack back in September, Russ has been going through therapy and had been cleared by the doctors to return to his training for his professional wrestling career after the first of the year. Russ Haas was not only a fine young athlete, but a gentleman and a friend to all of us that knew him. And his sense of humor was always there, no matter what. My last contact with Russ came at an HWA event on the night before he left us. And he came to me in the dressing room, hugged me, and said, Les, this is driving me crazy. I can't wait to get back to work. Russ will always have a place in my training sessions. And throughout this show, you will see comments made by some of Russ's friends and fellow wrestlers in memory of him. This show will be dedicated to Russ Haas. Let's have now a 10-bell salute.